Alright you guys, so check out how to make these wireframe waveforms here in Blender. So first we're going to need to make a plane, and then I'm going to split the viewport in half. And let's go to the geometry node editor, let's click on the new, delete the group input, and press Shift+A to search for curved line. Connect. We're also going to need to rotate the line, let's search for transform geometry. And we're going to go to the Y, add 90-degree angles. I'm also going to increase the size of the line. And I'm going to go to the end here, type in 15. Let's go and search for resample curve. Add in between the nodes. Also, let's go and add more space here. Search for repeat. Let's go and place it here. And I'm going to connect the repeat with the transform geometry. I'm also going to add more space. And then I'm going to go to the geometry, bring it in here. And what I'm going to do is search for set position, place it here, connect the geometry to geometry. And I'm also going to search here for join geometry. Place it here. Let's go and connect. And then I'm going to connect these. So now if you go to the set position, let's go to the Y. And if you increase it, you can see it is going to create a copy and it's going to align it. So probably going to try it out with 0.1. And if you want to increase the copies of this, you can go to the repeat, and here you can increase the number of the copies. Probably going to try it out with 100. I'm also going to go to the resolution curves. I'm going to add 400. You also can go with a lower number, so that way it won't slow down your computer that much. I'm going to add more space here. Let's go and search for capture attribute. Place it in between, change the point, select the spline. Search for another set position, place it, and now we're going to search for a vector matte multiply. Place it here, connect the vector to the offset, and search for noise texture. Let's place it here, connect the color to vector. I'm also going to search for curve to mesh. Place it in between, and as you can see it's a mess right here, so let's go to the add actually and change this up. I'm going to select the multiply. There you go. And let's go and increase the number here. Let's go here to the 3D, change it to 40, uncheck the normalize. I'm going to go to the scale it down until it's going to become more and more simple. Look at that. I'm also going to decrease the detail all the way down to 0, or you can experiment with it. You also got the distortion, 0.6. And then, of course, if you want to animate that, you got this W. So if you bring it up, it is going to animate that. So let's go here to the time frame. I'm going to go here to the beginning and bring it down to 0 frames. And frame is going to be 250. And let's go to the W here. I'm going to press the letter I. And let's go here to the 0, type in 250. So it's going to jump to the end. So let's go to the W, and here we're going to increase the value. Probably going to try it out with 5, and now press I again. So this is going to record the movement. So if you hit play, it is going to do it slowly. So now we're going to need to make splines out of these actually. So I'm going to zoom out, and let's go and search for curve to mesh. Place it in between, search for curve circle. I'm going to place it here, and I'm going to connect the curve to the profile curve. You also got here the resolution. I'm going to bring this down to 10, and we're going to need to bring down the radius, and I'm going to go with 0.01. I'm also going to activate here the viewport shading, and about least I'm also going to add some gradient on it. So first I'm going to go and search for set material, place it in between here. Let's go to timeline, switch it to shader editor, and click on new, rename it gradient. Let's go and delete the principal BSDF, search for emission, search for color ramp, gradient texture. Connect the color to vector, color to color, and emission to surface. So here next what you can do is add another handle in the middle, and then select one of the handles. Here you can recolor it, increase it to light, select the color. This is going to be the blue, and not least yellow. Great, so here we got the gradient. All you need to do is go here to the set material, click on the material, and select the gradient that we created. You also can make the color stronger if you want. Let's go here to the render. Let's open up the color management, scroll down and go to the AGX, change it to Chronos. And there you go. You also can go to the world, change up the background to black. So I change up the render mode here. You can see the final results, add a camera. I'm also going to change this to viewport. I'm going to activate the camera here. And we're going to switch this up here. And let's go to the X, add 90 degrees. Let's go and arrange the camera. So right now it's going to look something like this. I'm going to go and switch it back to geometry node editor. Let's go and select the lines. And if you want to make it more crazy, you can go back here to the multiply and increase the numbers. And then go and decrease the scale if you want. I'm going to increase the multiply numbers even more. Hit play. So now it starts to look better. And here you can customize that however you like until it's going to be perfect. So pretty much that's it. Thanks for watching.